Hello everyone and welcome back to the One Stop Co-op Shop. This is Colin and we're going to start episode 2 of Unbroken, a Kickstarter preview here. Now there's one correction I need to make before I move on. When I'd played or used this encounter card, I forgot to spend the small effort. So we're going to go down to 2. Ooh, that's not a lot, but I still think that's okay because we know what's coming up in the encounter deck, and I don't think I'm going to want to choose either one of their actual actions on those encounter cards, and we can just use them for some resting. So to end this round, we'll place 3 here to show that we can now use any of our special abilities up to 3 times because we're now at the level 3 of the dungeon. Let's go and do some traveling. Moving into the preparation step of our travel phase, I think the first thing we're going to do is scout. Normally to scout the level 3 monster, we'd have to use 1 cunning and 1 time. But don't forget about our shadow ability. We get to ignore the time cost and we gain 1 small effort. So we'll gain 1 small effort, we'll use 1 of our 2 remaining cunning, but now we get to find out who we're going to encounter for this 3rd round. What does fate provide us? 2 again. We just keep rolling 2s. Number 2 is the Dark Elf. Oh boy, this is going to get fun. So not a lot of health, but there's armor. And how armor works in this game, it's as long as the monster has armor, you can't hit them for damage at all, unless you have something that says it can go through armor. We do have our Wrecker ability though. So the first time we break his armor, we get to attack a 2nd time right away. So that's nice. His ambush means that we would gain weakened and paranoid conditions for the next level. That's not what we want. Now we could try and trick him, but I'm going to be honest, when we look at his reward, I think I'm going to want to encounter him just for his reward. As you can see here, there is no special ability for the Dark Elf, so we don't have to worry about that. But look at this reward. Look at all this stuff. Oh my gosh. 3 small effort, 1 large effort. We've got a treasure. That's the first treasure I've even seen. Some time, some food. Yeah, but he is very likely going to hurt us quite a bit. So we're going to have to get ourselves prepared. We'll skip over the decision step and go right to exploring. So let's flip 2 of these. So 1, yep, the Salvation for Price. We knew what that one is, and we should know this one too. Yes, the Talkative Trader. We're not going to do either one because we don't have metal and we don't have a treasure. So we're simply going to rest, use up 2 time, but gain 2 small effort. We'll go down to 13 time remaining, and we'll go all the way back up to 5 small effort. The Huntress is really good at planning, so I think what we're going to do is use her Lay of the Land. We're going to survey the land and see what our next 5 encounter cards are. We now can use our special abilities up to 3 times, so I don't feel bad about using that here. We should already know the top one from the last time that we did this. Yep, it's the Wooden Debris. That's going to be awesome, other than the time usage is insane. Then we have a way to get some food. That's not bad. We're going to at least need 1 food this round. We've got, we can spend and gain a new skill. Oh my gosh. Unexpected Teacher. That would be awesome. So that's 3. And then we have another way to gain some wood. Not as good though. We'd have to spend medium effort. This one I think we spend a small effort. Oh, but the time is better. Okay. And then our last one is spend nothing and just simply gain some wood. Wow, I asked for wood and now I've got tons of ways that I can get wood. You know what they say, ask and you shall receive. Now let's go and explore. So we have the 4 timer or the 1 timer gaining food. Definitely going to do this and gain 3 wood. We'll use 1 small effort, 4 time, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is kind of a lot. But 1, 2, 3, we have 3 wood. Great. Let's go back and explore again. So we have spend 1 food and gain a skill. That's 3 time, but that's not even a question. Spend 1 food to learn an entire new skill? Heck yeah. Oh yeah, I was with this one though. We don't need 3 more wood. So it's going to cost us 3 time and a food, but we're going to draw a skill. So we get to draw 2 and pick 1. Our time is going to tick down quickly. 1, 2, 3, and 1 food. So we only have 1 food left, but let's look at some skills. We'll either gain the skill of Berserk. You may increase a monster's combat action roll by 2. If you do, power of your attacks is +1 on your next turn. Ooh, that would be good to take out like that final blow. Now that's nice. Or improvised armor. Spend 1 wood or 1 metal to ignore a wound effect or daze effect in combat. This dark elf, half of the combat actions are wound actions, so this could potentially negate half of his actions. Oh, I think that's better than this berserk. I mean, the berserk is great, but I'm going to have to hurt myself to get a benefit. This one, I just spend some resources and I totally can block an effect. Yeah, let's do improvised armor. Now that we have learned how to improvise for some armor, which is perfect because we've got some wood, let's see. We can either spend 1 time and just gain more wood, which would be more protection. Now that's actually looking more appealing to me. Or, we could spend a large effort. We don't have a large effort right now. So let's do this one. Let's just spend 1 time and simply gain 1 wood. We'll move our time down to 5, and we will now have 4 pieces of wood. We've got a total of 5 times, so I still feel okay going back into the exploration step. So we either have Unfortunate Adventurer, oh poor guy, we have to spend 2 time and gain some metal. That is amazing, and you'll see why. I really needed some metal, so this could be perfect. Or spend a cunning and get some treasure and medium effort. Yeah, I mean, this is great. This is better. Let's do this one. We'll spend the 2 time, but now we get 1 metal. So now we're going to go back to the preparation step, and I think we're going to do a general action, and that's going to be to upgrade our weapon. To upgrade the knife to the spear, what we need is 1 wood, 1 metal, and 1 effort. Now the sword is probably better because it takes medium effort, time, and 3 metal, but I've not been getting any metal, so I think I'm just going to go for the spear because I'd like a nice upgraded weapon. So we'll use 1 wood, which isn't bad, 1 metal, and 1 effort. This is getting a little bit low, but I think I'll still be able to do at least 1 more exploration, and I can probably just use it to rest. Here we have our advanced weapon, the spear. So you can see that it's an advanced weapon because there's no other way we can upgrade it. But look at this. Instead of us having to use cunning to break armor, no, just 2 small effort. And look at this. 1 large effort and 1 medium effort does 5 points of damage. And that's what we need to do to this dark elf. What we need to be able to do is do 2 small effort to break its armor, and then 1 large and 1 medium effort for 5 points of damage, and say, "See ya, dark elf." So that's what I'm going to try and get myself to. We'll move back into the exploration step, hoping that at least one of these, yes, one of the encounters is less than 3. And yes, that one's only 1. We could get some more wood, which would be more protection on wounds. Or we have the burying a friend. Oh, that sounds sad. We'd have to use a medium effort, but we would gain a large effort. That's what I need, and it's cheaper. Awesome. We're definitely doing this. So I have to spend 1 time, totally worth it. We'll move down to 2 time. We're going to have to give up 1 of our medium efforts to get 1 large effort. I hope that friend rests in peace. I really want to be able to rest, but I only have 2 time left. What I can do, though, is do this Lay of the Land again and see what those top 5 cards are and see if it's a good idea to do another exploration. So I think I'm going to do that. That does mean that I can only use one of these special abilities 1 more time this round. I think that's okay. Let's see what we are going to encounter. We have spend 1 small effort to get a treasure, but that is a cost of 1. So we could totally do that just to get a little more small effort. Oh, it's another 1 coster. And another 1 coster. That's 3. And another one. That's 4. And then the final one. Oh, there's a 3 coster. Okay. Oh, spend 1 wood for 2 medium effort. Totally have that too. With knowing that we can draw another encounter card, let's go into the exploration step. And I think even though that treasure looks awesome, I need some more small effort. So I'm going to pick either one. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to use 1 time to gain 1 effort. We'll move to 1 time left, and we now have 4 small effort. Now in that decision step, let's go and take on that dark elf. The first thing we get to do is move the timer to the level 4 spot here. Remember, we get to do 1 more of the travel phases after this level 3 enemy, and then we're going to take on kind of like a boss. We'll see how we do. We'll move the armor up to 1 and the health to 5. Now what's nice is through the ambush step, we aren't going to get ambushed. We're not going to do the trickery. I want that reward. So we're going to attack first. And you know what, you guys? I did not even think about this. I have my Wrecker ability, which is awesome. So we get to once per turn, if your attack breaks armor, you may immediately make another attack. We're going to be able to take out this dark elf without him even touching us. Because we'll spend 2 effort. And that means that we can, and that's small effort, that means we can break his armor. That means we can immediately take another turn. So we can use 1 large and 1 medium effort and do 5 points of damage. I'm going to tell you right now, normally when I've played this has not happened. The Huntress being able to search that exploration and then having the shadow ability is really, really useful. Being able to always know what you're going against is allowing me to plan for how much health I need to hit. That will not always happen. And you can see that in some of the other playthroughs. So I have a feeling that the final boss will be different, but for this time, we'll take that reward. We'll gain 1 treasure, we'll gain 1 large effort, we'll gain 3 small effort, we'll gain 1 food, and then I get to move the time up by 2. That means we'll have a total of 21 time. Sweet. Now let's see what skill upgrade we're going to get. We have Impale, combat action. We use 1 metal and 1 small effort for 3 wounds, or we would have Cunning, metal, and a small effort for 5 wounds. Whew. That would be very thematic with our spear. Or a spike thrower. Oh, I've got tons of wood. 1 wood and 1 small effort for 2, or 2 wood and 1 small effort for 3. I mean, I like the Impale. It totally makes thematic sense with the spear, but I've got all this extra wood. So let's do the spike thrower. Our final step for this round will be the hunger step. So what we're going to do is we're going to eat 2 food. That's going to give us 2 small effort. And then we're simply going to lose 1 time and reduce our requirement of food by 1 due to the Huntress ability. That will mean we'll move back down to 20 time, but I'm okay with that. We have now ended round 3. So moving to round 4, we're so close to getting out of here, okay? They stole our stuff. We have pushed our way through. We've scouted ahead so we knew what to do. We have a chance of using our abilities up to 4 times. Let's do it. What do you guys think? Should we scout out our final monster? I think so. So we're going to spend 1 cunning. We have to spend 2 small effort, but we'll gain 1 back due to our shadow ability. And we don't have to use the time. Wow, that is so awesome. Let's see what we're going to fight. Let's give it a roll. A 1 this time instead of a 2. Oh boy, we have ourselves a basilisk. Are we in Harry Potter? So if you look here, only 1 armor, which isn't bad. 12 health though. In the ambush, which we're not going to allow to happen, the paralyzed condition enters play with 3 tokens. You might be wondering, well, what does paralyzed mean? Before taking your turn in combat, roll the die. If your result is less than or equal to the number of tokens on this card, skip your turn. Place 1 token on this card when it enters play. Paralysis plus X effect places additional tokens on this card. Ugh. That actually is quite thematic for a basilisk if you think about it, being paralyzed. Yeah. So it says here for the special, at the start of combat, immediately gain the paralyzed condition. You may spend metal instead of rolling for paralysis. A single attack cannot inflict more than 4 wounds. Ugh. So the most that we can do is 4, and with our spear, the most that we can really do is 3 or 4 at a time if we have a large effort. So if we try to do this 4, 8, 12, we'd have to do this 3 times and this once to be able to for sure take out that basilisk. So I kind of have a lot of work to be able to do that. But what I can do is spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to do a focus action and get ourselves 1 of this medium effort. Now my goal is for this round then is just to get as much effort as I can to start manipulating that, because I've got 3 wood and I can use that wood to help with that spike thrower. So leave the wood as it is, gain a lot of effort, try and get ourselves so we can do some good attacks and be ready to take out this basilisk as quickly as we can. Because the longer it takes for us, the more tokens we're going to put on that paralyzed card, and the more likely we're not going to be able to do anything. Let's go ahead and start drawing our encounter cards. So we have sickly berries. We have to spend 1 small effort to gain 1 food. I do need food. And the fruitful hunt. Spend 1 large effort. Heck no. For a medium effort, food, and 2 small effort. No, I don't think so. It's not worth it. I think I'm going to do this one. It's only 1 effort. So I am going to use a small effort to gain 1 food. Because we need to make sure that we have 4 food at the end of this round. We use 1 time. We'll use 1 small effort. And we'll gain 1 food. Now, something I'm not sure about. When you fight the final boss, you do not have to worry about time because there is no 5th spot to place the time tracker. So I don't know if I can use this subsist to help us with the hunger step. That's something that maybe I'll put a clarification note if I get anything from the designer about how that would work. But I'm going to play that I cannot use this ability to help ourselves with food. So we really need to also gain some food in this exploration. Let's go back to that exploration step and see what we find. Spend 3 time. That could just get us... Spend 3 time, and we have wood, and that could get us 2 medium effort. That's right. I really like that. I think I gotta do that one. Or spend 2 time and just get 3 small effort. Oh, but I need small effort. Oh, this is fun. I don't think it's a question. I think I've got to go with the 3 time. Only 1 wood, and we gain 2 medium effort. Let's do it. We'll spend the 3 time. 1, 2, 3. We still really have a lot of time, so I'm okay with this. I keep telling myself that. We'll move the wood down to 2, and then we'll gain 2 more medium efforts. Then what we're going to do is spend those 2 medium efforts, and we go back into the preparation step to gain another large effort. We only need 1 more large effort, and I am then going to be a very happy camper. Let's continue on with exploring. So we have spend nothing and gain... Oh, yeah. Catching a breath. I would love to catch a breath. Or spend 1 small effort to gain 1 medium effort. Oh my gosh. Forsaken Shrine. We're going to do Forsaken Shrine. This is only going to cost us 1 time, which is awesome. Then we're going to gain 1 medium effort. Then we'll move back into that preparation step, spend both medium efforts to get 1 more large effort. So we now have the 3 large effort we need. Now we just need 3 medium effort. And we need to make sure that we have some small effort left. And of course, don't forget, we still need 3 more food. We got a lot to do still. Okay, spend 1 large effort to get 2 metal and 2 small effort. And only spends 1 time dislodging the beam. Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Or spend 1 food to get 1 wood or 1 metal and 2 small effort. The metal is nice because it can help us prevent that paralysis from happening. So I'm leaning towards this, but then I have to spend the 1 food that I have. There's no way I'm giving up that large effort. I spent so much time getting that. I want to use that for my spear. Oh, come on. What's life without a little risk? Let's spend the food and gain metal and 2 small effort. We'll spend the 1 time, gain 1 metal, and 2 small effort. Now, you might be saying at this point, Colin, why aren't you using the Huntress ability and doing the Lay of the Land? I probably should be, but I still have my Scavenge ability, which allows me to spend 2 small effort to gain 1 food, and I might have to utilize that. And that reminds me, I didn't pay my 1 food. There we go. So I think we're just going to continue to press on. I might use it when we start getting lower on time, but right now we're doing okay on time. So we have 5, gain and discard an active location. Definitely don't need that, but that would be worth 5 small effort too. So that's not bad. Spend 2 time and gain 1 food. No, I'm going to do this one. I'm just not going to use this ability. I'm going to rest for 5 time and gain 5 small effort. We'll spend that 5 time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll gain 5 effort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll immediately use 4 of that 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, to move our medium effort to 1. I'm trying to get that to 3. If I can get that to 3, I'm going to be a happy camper. We have 9 time left. Let's see. We have, catching a breath. Oh, that would just give us 2 more small effort. I like that. Or we have food. I don't have any food. So I could use this for just some more generic small effort, but this is going to get me 2 effort for only 1 time. Yeah, let's catch a breath. We'll put our time down to 8, and we'll gain 2 more small effort. We'll then spend 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're down to 2, and we have 2 medium effort. Oh, this is great. This is great. We'll go back to that exploration. Let's see. So we have spend a cunning. We don't have any of those. We can't deal with the hobgoblin stockpile. Or we have the blind trader. Oh, spend a treasure to get 2 wood and 2 small effort. So treasures can help your score, but I want to just win. I'm not going to worry about my score because I haven't won this game often. So I'm going to give up that treasure because 2 wood is great and 2 small effort is great for 2 time. We'll go down to 6 time. That's not a lot of time left. We'll give up 1 treasure, but that's going to get us 2 more wood. So we'll go to 4 wood and 4 more effort. And then I'm going to spend that 4 effort, so we have none left, but now we're at 3 and 3. So as long as we don't have to lose any of the medium or large effort, in 3 turns, we can take out that basilisk. We just need to have 2 small effort so that we can get through his armor. I think it might be a good time now to use our special ability and do Lay of the Land. Let's see what's coming. I have a feeling that this encounter deck is going to decide our fate. So let's see. We have a way of gaining 4. That is 4 small effort. That costs 3 time. We have 6 time left. We have a safe place. We're definitely not going to use that. So that's 1, 2. We have the humbling kobold. Okay, that's not great. 3, 4. A welcoming spirit. Oh, too bad we don't have that treasure. We need small effort. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. A chance to rest, and that would give us 3 small effort. Oh, this might work. Let's see. We'll move back into the exploration step, and you better believe we're going to use the edge of exhaustion. So let's use 3 time and gain 4 small effort. 3 time, not a problem. 1, 2, 3, and 4 small effort. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. This is actually going to work out because what we can do is we'll draw the humbling kobold or the welcoming spirit. We're going to pick the welcoming spirit, but we're going to use it for resting. Well, we don't use any time. We don't gain any small effort, but we also don't use any time. That's how I understand it, at least. And then we have a chance to rest, which will get us 3 small effort, or we can spend 2 effort to get a food. Oh, we do need food. Kind of bad. We don't have any food. Well, you know what? That's our special ability. We can do that on our own with our scavenge. So let's do this one. Spend 2 time and get 3 small effort. We'll move our time down to 1, and we'll move our small effort to 6. Well, counting this out, I may have not have made the best decisions, you guys. This is great and all, but in order to get enough food, I just didn't get encounter cards with food. It was painful. I'll spend 2 time, or 2 small effort, I should say, to get 1 food. Great. But now I'm going to have to use small effort for my spear to break the armor, and then I'm going to use all of this to defeat the basilisk, and then not having 1 food is going to put me down to 3, and then 2 food will be going down to 1 because I have to spend 2 effort. Then I need to spend 3 effort for not having another food. I won't have that. So I'm going to have to come up with something. Although we may die of hunger, although we may not have gotten enough food, let's at least take that basilisk out with us, right? So to do that, we'll set the health to 12 and the armor to 1. The timer, don't need to worry about it at all. We won't need the timer for round 4. We have also gained the paralyzed effect. So before taking your turn in combat, roll the die. If your result is less than or equal to the number of tokens on this card, skip your turn. So we get to roll a die. As long as we don't roll a 1, we're okay. I know that basilisk is scary, but we did scout him out. So hopefully, yeah, we rolled more than a 1. We're good. Let's start by breaking that armor, shall we? We'll spend 2 small effort. To do that, we'll move this down by 2, and we'll say see ya to that armor. Now, don't forget, because we have the Wrecker ability, once per turn, if your attack breaks armor, you may immediately make another attack. It doesn't say take another turn, so I don't think I have to roll for paralyzed. But what I am going to do, boom, boom, for 5 points of damage, -1, because the most the Basilisk can take in a turn is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just hit him for 4 damage. But now he gets to fight back. The Basilisk rolls a 4. Rolling a 4 means he steals. So we're going to lose 1 medal, or we would lose 2 small effort if unable. Well, we do have 1 medal, so let's lose that. That means we have no way of preventing the paralyze effect. Bummer. Back to our turn. We'll roll. Okay, that's a 6. Just so you guys see, that's the 1. So you know I'm not cheating. We're okay. We're not paralyzed. What I should have been doing, you guys, is getting myself ready to use the spike thrower instead of spending all of my effort trying to get to this large effort, but it is what it is. That's what I did. Sorry, that's kind of what happens. You have to play and learn, right? So I'll spend 2 wood and 1 small effort to do 3 points of damage. 1, 2, 3. He's now at 5 health. Back to his turn, and he'll roll a 3. He gazes at us, and we have to add 1 more to this paralyze. So now if we roll a 2 or a 1, we skip our turn. It's back to us, and we rolled a 6. We're okay. For this round, let's use some wood and some small effort to do 2 wounds. So 1 wood and 1 effort. So we have no small effort left for 2 wounds. And now the Basilisk rolls a 6. Generally, that's really bad. Lose 3 small effort and +1 to paralysis. But this is a wound. We have the improvised armor, and we can spend that 1 remaining wood to ignore the wound effect. And that means we don't have to lose any of our effort. But I do lose some wood. That really isn't the end of the world, because I'm not planning on using the wood for the last attack. We just need to do 3 points of damage here. As long as we roll a not 1 or 2... Sweet, we rolled a 3. We can use our spear, do 1 medium and 1 small effort for 3 points of damage. I don't have any small effort left, so I can just use 2 medium efforts, and that will take out the Basilisk. Yeah! Now, it's great and all that I just defeated the big bad, but here's the thing. I'm not going to survive. I don't have enough food. I only have 1 food. Then I have to lose at least 1 small effort. Well, I only have a large effort. Then, for that 3rd piece of food that I should eat, I would need to lose 2 effort. I lost 1, and I can't lose another one, so I just lost. And then technically, I need to lose 3 more effort for the 4th piece of food that I didn't eat. So, unfortunately, yeah, we didn't make it. Now, if I could have used this subsist ability, then I actually would make it. So I'll make sure to make a note to let you know, but my score would be absolutely dismal. I don't have anything left. You can calculate your score down here. So if you manage to win, your final score is calculated based on the remaining resources you possess. Hence the reason why my score would be dismal. Every resource gives you a benefit except for small effort. Okay, so you can see them all here. So remember when I gave up that treasure for effort? I gave up 10 points for that. You see, I was just trying to survive, and I didn't. I think my fatal error was I was planning too much on using this really expensive attack, and I was focusing on that instead of trying to get more of everything so that I was prepared to survive and not only just defeat the Basilisk. And that was Unbroken by Ultima Games. I really enjoyed this game. If you think about it, this whole game, it looked like I was walking through the park. I was preparing myself. I was looking at the lay of the land on those encounter cards, and yet I still lost. And that's because I poorly managed my effort. I needed to not convert so much into large and medium effort. If I hadn't done that, I think there would have been a good chance I could have won this one. And that's the best part about the game. I don't feel like I lost just because of a die roll. I lost because of decisions I made. And now that means the next time I play, I have ways to try and make myself better. I like that. So the Huntress and I, although we lost, we had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you at the next stop.